If you're engaged in the process of planning a wedding or even thinking about saying yes, this is the video for you to watch. And I'm here to save you thousands of dollars, the stress, the runaround. I've been in the industry for almost a decade, and I'm going to pull back the curtain and tell you everything you need to know that they don't want you to know before you say I do. So stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Ricky and we are here with another video. We're going to dive really deep into all things wedding industry. Even if you're not engaged or planning to get married, this wedding is going to be for you because you can send it to anybody you know thinking about getting married, any events, not just weddings, all just the event industry overall. For those new here, hi, my name is Ricky, and we like to talk about topics of engagement here at Ricky Stars. And for those who are coming back, hey, welcome back, welcome back. If you're feeling it over here and you like what you see and you like what you hear, feel free to give us a subscribe to our channel or join the community. You can use the link below to see us on IG, all of the different sites you can follow us on and subscribe. But today we're going to jump right into it and we're talking about the wedding industry. But before we start that, I'm going to give you a little introduction about who I am, why I can even talk about this, what are my credentials, where's the proof that you know what you're talking about. So let's start there first, and then we'll dive deep into the next sections of conversation. So, who am I? For those who don't know, I have been working in marketing and PR since 2014. I first got my bachelor's in marketing, PR, and in events. For back then, they kind of pushed everything together. There wasn't an event planning study or degree or anything like that. So that degree basically covered event planning. You learn public relations, you learn marketing, you learn how to manage events in an online space, digital space, in person space. That's kind of what all you learn. So throughout my time of studying, I did several internships. I've held several jobs, worked for companies in the private sector. So I have worked for vendors, venues, corporations, everything. And I've got my notes here to remind myself exactly what I need to talk about. But I've worked with couples individually, coordination, just all over the world. I've been to the DR and help, New York, just everywhere doing events. And so I feel like I've seen both sides. I've been a bride. For those who don't know, I have been a bride. A lot of event planners have not been a bride first, and that is a huge determining factor in the basically the experience under their belt. I've been a bride. I had two weddings. My husband and I planned our weddings ourselves with the help of our fabulous coordinator who is already on our team as a decorator and coordinator. So we did all of that. So we did all of that while we were working, while we were doing everything. So I've got hands-on experience, personal experience in the industry. I've worked with corporate and the private sector. I've worked at the city level, as big as the city level, as big as like small mom and pop shop level, as well as individual couples. So that's my background. And I've seen everything. I've seen the contracts, the kickbacks. I've seen the money move around. I've seen how much they spend on that centerpiece and how much they're going to charge you for that centerpiece. I've literally seen every aspect of the industry, and I'm here to give you the tea. I'm here to tell you the trends and everything going on behind the scenes so that we can enter a new era where we can stop the wedding exploitation. And I want to make sure you understand this is not theory, this is not conspiracy theory, this is not like, ooh, I think this is what's going on behind there. No, this is live experience. This is facts. This is what I've seen, and I'm here to share that knowledge with you for free. Someone's going to charge you so much money for this, and I'm here to give it to you for free. So, my first advice is a bit controversial, but we're just going to go right to it. Hire a planner. Everybody needs a wedding planner. I know, girl. I know what you're thinking. I can DIY. I watch YouTube videos. I've seen everything. No, you need a planner. And here's why everyone needs a planner. First, I want to start off by saying not all planners are equal. Not every planner out there can offer you the same experience. Not every planner out there has the background, the experience. Find the right planner for you. I'm an event planner, and I'm probably not, I can tell you, not probably, I'm not the planner for every bride. It's really about finding your match, finding what works for you as a couple, and who and what they bring to the table for you. But everyone needs a planner. I'm tired of hearing, oh, wedding planner is not needed. All you need is day of coordinator. All you need is that. No, that is lies on top of lies on top of more lies. Everyone needs a planner. And so the biggest aspect of wanting a planner is someone to advocate for you, someone who's going to know the contracts, know the vendors, know the fine print to read, someone to be on your side to save you money from the very beginning, and not someone who's just going to jump in and kind of juggle all of these different aspects that has been pieced together and bring it all. No, you want someone from the very beginning who's going to be there in your corner to stand up if you're getting overcharged, to stand up if something drastic happens and you need to make changes on your wedding day. Things like that is what you need a planner for. Everyone needs a planner. And I have to highlight this. Not every, just because it's cheap doesn't mean it's good for you. Just because the price is right doesn't mean that the fit will be all right afterwards. So find that planner that fits within your budget but also has a lot of experience, and they will work with your budget. And that's another thing I want to talk about. A lot of people try to find a planner after their budget. They're like, oh, I went over budget. Now I need a planner. No, I've encountered many brides that do this. I've had brides spend thousands of dollars and then come to me at the last minute out of money trying to get a planner to save them, versus if you would have got me way back in the gap, I could have saved you 10, 15, $20,000 on the front end. So you need a planner. I saw another post on Facebook where someone was talking about, oh, I've had a circumstance come up and I need to cancel my photography, but they said no, no refunds, things like that. That's when you need a planner to step in for you, because if you're going through bereavement or grieving, you don't want to deal with all of the hot mess of contacting vendors trying to get your money back. No, that is what a planner is for. Everyone needs a planner. Doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, you need a planner. Find one that's right for you. Look on not just Instagram, but look on websites, not just social media. Find that planner for you. And not every planner out there is aesthetically on social media. So have a conversation with them. Stop asking them for their social media. Stop asking them for their aesthetic pictures. Planners that have been in this game long enough know that we haven't had time to sit and take aesthetic photos. We've been running around out there in the field working for this time before aesthetic Instagram came along. So find someone who's qualified, talk to them, give them a chance before you just shut someone out because they're not on social media. So that's my first advice. Always hire a planner. So second advice is going to be kind of a segue. Brides, couples, grooms, whoever you are, turn off social media. Social media is not your inspiration. I mean, Pinterest, I'm talking Instagram, I'm talking Facebook. Turn it off. Unplug from that, because that social media is not reality. It's overhyped, over filtered, over edited photos and videos where you see none of the behind the scenes process, and you're going to have unrealistic expectations for your wedding if you don't shut that out. So shut that out. And you're like, well, Ricky, where do I go for my inspiration? Pick up some wedding magazines, go thrifting, get some thrifting magazines, go to an actual bridal boutique, see what they have going on there, go to wedding expos. Look up wedding expos online if you can't make it to any. There's plenty of YouTube videos. Just turn off Pinterest, turn off Instagram, turn off all that social media, because it's unrealistic and it's going to make you unsatisfied on your big day, because those people are just trying to sell you something, by the way. They're not presenting authentic information. They're not presenting things to you in a realistic way. It's overproduced, sponsored, and it's unlimited budgets. A lot of these people have. Unless you have an unlimited budget, shut that off. And if you think you have an unlimited budget, rethink that again, because 9 times out of 10, everyone has a budget. So shut off social media. Don't go there all the time scrolling through those little, oh, if you're a bride, blah, 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 all those bridal memes and stuff. It's just unrealistic. Totally. Go buy a poster from the dollar store. Start cutting out posters or pictures. Put them up, and that can be your inspiration. Tangible, relatable inspiration. Okay. So, third, kind of piggies back of what I just said. Pinterest is not your friend. It is an advertising platform. So I get so many brides send me so many pins, 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 pins. That is not your inspiration. Get off Pinterest. Get off the sponsored advertisement. Get off of these apps that are trying to get your money, get your money, get your money, get your time, increase that dopamine in you, and get a planner. Sit down with realistic game plans, realistic photos that are not sponsored, that are not trying to sell you something, and come up with a tangible game plan for your wedding so that you don't have these high expectations that are unrealistic. And then you find yourself sad, depressed, and upset after everything because it didn't meet your expectations, because your expectations were perfection, and perfection does not exist even if you see it online. It is there to frame a story to you, to frame a mindset to you. So that is my biggest thing. Turn off Pinterest. DIY illusions all over Pinterest. You see, oh, DIY, DIY, and that person's got 5 people helping them DIY. So it's untangible. It is not relatable. It is not reality. Turn it off. Okay, I'm going to end my soapbox there. And I just think I'll end it at this point. If Pinterest worked, the wedding industry wouldn't be $1 billion industry. If those DIYs truly worked, if Pinterest was truly a reality, we wouldn't be sitting here with the wedding industry being $1 billion industry. And I'll just leave it at that. Number 4, venue coordinators are not your coordinators. I am tired of brides getting into agreements with these all inclusive venues and realizing that the venue coordinator ain't done nothing for them. They work for the building, not you. They don't care about you. They are there to protect. They are there to sell. They are there to market the building to you and all of the added on amenities and preferred vendors. They are a salesperson. They are not there for you. That is why you need a planner or coordinator from the very beginning, because these venue people are not there for you. And once you get that in your head, once you understand that, I guarantee you your wedding process will be less stress and more fun for you. They are not your coordinator, get your own planner that is going to be there to advocate for you and to have your back. Okay. Number 5, DIY culture is a scam. I cannot tell you how many brides I have come across where they have DIY'd themselves into depression because they realized that there was more work and effort. And if you're working your 9 to 5, and if you're auntying over there and you're momming over there and you're chairing this and co-chairing that, and it's only you, yourself, and I, you can't do it. You will stress yourself out. You will hate your wedding day. You will hate everything leading up to it because you had unrealistic expectations watching all these DIY videos of people spending 2 weeks to put things together and all this stuff behind the scenes you didn't know and you didn't see, and now you're upset when you could have saved time, stress, money, and energy and got a coordinator, got a reliable planner, got to come up with a reliable timeline. Even if you are going to DIY things, that's something you can do with your coordinator. That's something you can do with your planner. You can work together so that all the stress is not on your back. That's what we specialize in. We work with DIY brides. We work with luxury brides. We work with, I don't want to see nothing that's going behind the scenes brides. That is the specialty of working with a coordinator who knows what they're doing. They know what they're doing. So set the DIY down and let's jump back into reality. Because the truth is if the DIY is being sold to you by the wedding industry because they want to take the pressure off of themselves, off of the corporate conglomerates that now own these venues, and push it back onto you. All they want to do is show up, be present in face, and be like, well, you said you would do it. Oh, well, that's on you. That's on you. That's on you. While they're taking your 30 and 26K and they're charging it to the bank, they want to put everything else on you. So put the DIY down. Put it down. It's not helping. It's hurting you in the end. And so the last the last two segues once again go hand in hand. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to hold your hands when I say this. Look for economical. Don't look for cheap. Cheap is not always there. If it's ringing red flags in your head, it might not be the best option for you. So let's go with an economical option. Let's go with an option that's within your budget, because cheap is not always it's not always popping. Just because it's cheap, I done seen so many people get scammed by cheap photographers, cheap caterers, cheap people all around, and they get scammed. And then they end up spending more money out of their pocket because they got scammed, and now they've got to find someone else to come in and patch things up. And that someone else who comes in and patch things up have to deal with the more stress that their budget is getting lower and lower and lower because they got scam. And now we're working with a bare minimum when you should have just started here and saved you all the scam and the fees. So look for time, quality, and reliability, and don't fall for the scam, which is why you need a planner, because planners work with reliable vendors. I've known some of my vendors for like 7+ years, and I know that they are reliable, and I know they're not there to scam you. They're gonna show up and be the best version of themselves that you need them to be. That is why it's so essential to know what you're getting yourself into, and not just rely on the glamour, the flash, and all the things you're seeing on social media. Because what did I just say? Social media is unrealistic. It's unreliable. So economical means, what does economical means? It means that they have value, they have experience, they have longevity, and they have transparency. That is the key recipe to finding someone that's economical. And economical looks different for everyone. Many people have different backgrounds, have different financial means. What's economical for you might not be economical for the person sitting next to you. So that is why cookie cutter doesn't work in the industry. I've seen so many cookie cutter packages. Oh, one up price, one up price, one up price. When that's not fair to you, because everyone needs something different. We're all different type of event people. We're all different brides, grooms, couples. We're all different, and we need something different. Cookie cutter doesn't mean that it's best. So if you're contacting vendors and you're expecting pricing up front, I would question that, because someone giving you pricing up front for something that is so unique, so individualized as a wedding or as an event, that's a red flag to me. Because everyone needs something different. Everybody has a different expectation. Everyone has a different mindset, has a different persona that they're bringing to the table. And a qualified professional is going to meet with you first, hear what you need, and then give you a transparent, cost effective invoice of what they can provide for you based on your needs. I'm going to leave it there. Find economical. Economical is a new word. Okay. And lastly, please, please, for crying out loud, avoid all inclusive venues. I am tired of seeing couples, brides, grooms, families being ripped apart because they fall for these all inclusive venues. I'm looking at you, Walter Estates, Ashton Gardens, all these different venues that are supposed to be all inclusive. You sign the dotted line 2 years before your date, and you get trapped. You get trapped in the all inclusive scam. 9 times out of 10, they're adding packages on top of packages on top of, oh, well, you just got this. Well, if you really want that, you need this. You think you'll be spending 20K for your luxury all inclusive wedding, and the next thing you know, it's going to take an additional 20K just to get the bare minimum of what you need. Not all inclusive. I want to preface this and say not all inclusive venues are bad, but many are designed to exploit and maximize profit, and they don't care about you, which is why you need a planner to be there with you from the very beginning to check all these fine print that you're not going to catch, but someone who has experience in the wedding industry would catch it if you have them with you. So before you sign that dotted line, make sure you fully understand what you're getting. Make sure you fully understand what you need. And those two things align before you agree. Because it's only going to get worse. Because these large corporations are monopolizing the wedding space for a reason. And it's because it's a $1 billion, turning $1 trillion industry. So you think all of these different places are different when they're really the same. So please be on the lookout. Have discernment, understand what you're getting yourself into before you jump into it. Don't just sign the dotted line just because someone's selling you something. Don't do it. And I want to just end on this. I'm here to protect you, to protect brides, as one bride to another, as one wedding couple to another. I'm here to protect you. And if you know someone getting married soon, if you're in the industry yourself, share this video with them. Subscribe because this is just part one. I'm coming back with part two. Subscribe to check out more details and more behind the scenes information that they don't want you to know. This billion turning $1 trillion industry doesn't want you to know these things. And I'm here to make sure you know so that you can have all the events you want, all the celebrations you want, all the happiness you want in the world, and less of the stress.